What's up, guys? Welcome back to RPG Revolver. How's everybody doing?
Good.
It's good.
Welcome back to Black Hack.
Yes.
Yeah.
The hack that is black.
I'm liking the system, even though I'm kind of made some slight modifications to it, but nothing major. It's a good system.
None that we've noticed.
I mean, it's
making system corrections on the fly. That's called DMing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because some things just don't. They don't make sense, and you're probably not gonna be one-shot monsters tonight. That's not gonna happen miraculously. If it does happen, so some stuff you might. I do like the combats, especially since I don't really have to do anything other than tell you what happens, and so that's kind of a cool thing about this system. I don't really have to figure out a whole lot. Each monster can have like one. You can pick like the GM can pick like one special ability that it has, which is kind of neat. So other than that, I don't have to really keep up with anything. So, but y'all want to jump right into it, or y'all want to talk a little bit?
I don't know. Do you want to do a recap of what is?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to do a recap, but and y'all might have to help with it because it seems like I don't remember a lot of it because I do drink and DM, so it's
no.
First, Kevin died.
Cheers.
Yeah, Kevin.
So last time, and y'all
shit his pants and died.
That happens.
Last time I built a huge, spectacular map for you guys to explore with 2 campsites, one of the 2 being the main starting point of interest. So that caused confusion right off the bat. I saw it's probably best if you're going to have everybody start a campsite, just to have one. That would be pretty good. Anyway, I was enjoying kind of building the map and everything too, so I might reuse that map later. So we'll see.
Can I close that window?
What's that?
Can I close that window, or are we still using it?
What window?
The Roll20.
Oh yeah. We're gonna use Roll20.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it open.
Keep it open. Yeah, I'll switch pages in a minute. To where we got to get going a little bit on the story before we get there. But
pre-show talk was like, oh, we should switch to Albert. Yeah. I kind of.
No, I'm not doing that until after. I'm trying to learn enough stuff at the same time.
Actually, I'm showing right now the entirety of this giant map, of which we used, I think, maybe 30 squares total.
30 squares total.
Well,
it's a good lesson. Did you check out those woods though? Because if you had just ventured a little north, it would have been.
Oh no! There's monsters in there.
There's monsters everywhere. That was kind of the point of that map, is to kind of show the era that you're, the point in the cycle that you're in. There are monsters aplenty out in the world, and it's a little bit of chaos out there. And speaking of chaos, after y'all defeated the troll, kind of the soggy, rotten troll, slept overnight and then headed back to the main city of Kelmorn. That place was in chaos when you arrived there. People were riled up. After talking to your good friend Jack, you realized that he had been kind of starting riots, basically, and really upset about losing his child and wanting you guys to help, but y'all weren't there. So y'all pursued it. I think it ended up, once y'all left the bar and everything, it ended up being, pretty much an all-out, almost like a revolution against the tower and its rules and practices. In that, poor Jack, did he fall to his death? I'm trying to remember. I know he got shot by an arrow.
We helped him calm down, which took a while, and then he was just shot to death anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's
how it was inevitable that he was going to die.
I mean, I thought that he was shot, and that's why we had to help him down, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think he got shot, and you couldn't pull him up, but you had to. So you had to like somebody jumped down there and kind of lowered him down to it. But Kevin, tell us what happened to you, Kevin, because I can't quite remember exactly what happened to.
I don't know. You said you said roll a d6 versus terror, and then I rolled a 6, and you said you're dead.
Oh no.
It wasn't.
No,
that's after y'all. Is that when y'all went inside?
Yeah, we went inside the tunnel, right?
In the tunnel, and it's total
he made
black
us all
in there.
roll basically a fear check because of the darkness
Panic
and the silence.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
Kevin failed and then rolled the worst that he could roll and died. But then he was like, I'm a dwarf who has dark vision. So what actually ended up happening, it was that disturbed cover of the sound of silence. He heard that come from the tunnel, and that's what scared his dwarf to the point of death.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. Honestly, I didn't realize that anything had dark vision in this game, but I do now see that dwarves do have that. And actually, so if you're panicked in a area or a zone where panic happens, rolling a 6 on that, you have a heart attack, and you're taken out of action, but you don't actually die. So I
made a whole new character.
Well, and that's fine, because I mean, honestly, as we all know, I mean, heart attacks don't always kill people, but they do sometimes. And so your companions may or may not have known that you were out of action and not necessarily dead, and had left you. So
oh, that's what it is, out of action, and then you roll on the out of action table.
Right? Yeah, there's out of action,
where the
and
death
then
came from.
Did he roll on that table?
Yeah, that's where he rolled the 6.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
So you had to roll a 6 and then roll a 6 again, right?
Didn't you?
No, okay. If the character decides loses the fighter, unable to.
Yeah, you rolled a 6 twice. Then, if you rolled a 6 twice.
Yeah.
So if you rolled a 6 in panic,
I did.
So you have to roll a 6.
Failed the save, and then he rolled a 6. He failed the save to become out of action, and then. After then he failed then he rolled a 6.
Essentially, you have to blow 3 rolls in a row.
And Kevin did that. So unfortunately, and we're gonna have to cover this with all the people, people listening and stuff too, because unfortunately, Torg died, apparently. But did you ever give your donkey a name?
Yeah, his name was Honest.
That's right, Honest. And
his name is Honest because he survived. Your dwarf is past tense. Was the donkey
before you went
is.
Before you went into the tunnel, though, did you tell Honest that this was no place for him and send him home?
What?
Before you went into the tunnel, did you tell Honest that this was no place for him?
You wouldn't have had access to the donkey. We were on a platform under a bridge. How the hell would a donkey have gotten there?
I don't know how Bill made it as far as he did through the snow and all the other.
You're letting your weird hang-ups determine a lot of what's going on.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so Kevin, who is your new character? Are you playing a?
Well, my new character's name is Brian Jones, but he is an orc, and but in the orcs equipment list B is a spent Hand of Glory, which is how a normal human kid, teenager's mind got into an orc's body. They got the whole what is that? Manic Monday.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. Mind
Manic
swap
Monday's a great
with an
song.
orc.
No, wait, you're saying you were isekai'd into an orc body from the real world?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, since
Are you actually playing? Are you actually playing Brian Jones, the dead Rolling Stone?
No, not just happens to share a name.
Okay. So
one morning I woke up and I had a Hand of Glory in my hand as it closes its final finger and it's now powerless. And I go around an orc village for a little while and realize what's going on eventually.
Damn it, Kevin. There's another freaking character that has dark sight. I'm gonna check that. Okay, that's fine. I came up with a.
He's not immune to the disturbed cover of The Sound of Silence. That's what killed his dwarf.
This is true. It gets on. I mean, it catches me sometimes. But it comes on randomly. I'm listening to Amazon or something. And
I'm just trying to buy Jersey Mike sandwich. I don't need this happening right now, but it's happening. You deal with it. Get your sandwich and you leave. If it was also dark in that Jersey Mike's and that song came on, I may never leave. I may die.
Why would they play that at Jersey Mike's? Don't they want to make people buy like the bigger sandwich?
The problem is everybody likes Jersey Mike's, so they got to keep some people away. Otherwise, they never get a break.
Yeah.
I wanted those I wanted those piercings when I was younger though, like the little things he's got, like that look like that. I thought that was cool. But I didn't want to put holes in my mouth.
When I saw them back in the days of 96 Wavefest, I also thought it was cool as shit because he would put the microphone right on those piercings as he's singing.
It's like a stand for the mic stand.
Yeah, he could almost hook it on and let his hand be free-handed, wireless.
Like the older I get, the less comfortable I am talking about things that happened in the last century.
Fuck you, Terrence. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice though. Because I used to be like, oh, they carded me. And now it's like they just barely glance and they see that 19.
Weren't you born in
1900?
You were born in 1900s too? I keep thinking you're a lot younger than us, but I guess not.
I am the youngest person in this group right now.
I'm 29. What are you talking about?
I'm in my 39s.
Yeah.
It works. So Kevin, is Brian Jones the name of your orc, or the personality within him? Did he have a personality before?
The personality within him. I still think I'm Brian Jones, but I'm in the body of an orc, so I know my muscle memory is there, so I know how to do the shield bash and the skull smasher, which are the orc skills.
I feel like those are trained skills. I don't know.
But it was trained. The orc.
I'm going to put a note in here that you got to roll an instinct. You're going to have to roll like a muscle memory test. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's the attack.
And so the orc is in the body. Y'all switched, and so the orc is in the body of Brian Jones.
There's a human running around acting very orky. Yes.
Okay.
Is this secretly your origin story, Kevin? Is that what this?
It was my level up story.
No, I mean you personally. Your origin. Is the real Kevin Narowski living in some orc's body somewhere?
Exactly.
So that's how you went from. That's how you got from level 1 to level 2. You switched bodies with someone that was already level 2.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. Got it. Okay, so then you got probably no clue what the orc actually did to get there, which makes sense. Other than you can like do nunchucks.
Yeah, I found that I know how to swing an axe quite deadly.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, so Brian, you in the heat of battle, you having fun like bashing the Crimson Guard as they're pouring out of the tower, and you see some of the well-regarded people of renown around the town and stuff like that hopping over the railing. You see Jack over there, who you also adore. Although, how long does Brian even know who Jack is?
Brian is from the town. He was born and raised in the town. So yes.
You swapped. I thought you said you swapped with somebody like in the different world. So it's in the. Gotcha. Okay.
No.
Anyway, you see Jack.
Both the orc and the boy were in the world, and then their minds got transferred. and I made my way back to town, and I see this riot going on. I go in, that looks like fun, and start swinging my axes around.
I swear you should have went with this for your I feel like this is a more interesting story than your first character. So
it was meant to be.
It should have been your. Yeah, it's meant to be. So you see Jack take an arrow. You see the people of Renown, Gully, and Valentine, and Erasmus. God damn. I'm gonna get it right tonight. Erasmus, you see them over there trying to help Jack, and you see Jack fall as you're pressing. You're doing everything you can to get through the just the chaos that is the battle that's happening out on the bridge. You see Torg, a renowned dwarf in the area. One, his axe is legendary, and you see him fall.
Famously unafraid of the dark and silence.
Famously, he's very unafraid of the dark, but hates disturbed. And as you're trying to press me, you see them all kind of go over the side and kind of disappear. As you get to the railing's edge, look over, you barely glimpse them kind of moving through breaking into a tunnel and moving into the tower itself. And so you hop down and follow after them.
Yeah, I'll definitely be giving chase.
As you get into the dark tunnel, you can see in the tunnel, but you have it's not as clear as you are used to. It's kind of dim light for you right now, and it does kind of take you off guard a little bit because you are accustomed to be able to see a certain way in the dark, having dark sight. And it is obscured a little bit in this tunnel, which is a little off-putting to you. So
give him a fear
as
check.
You get
Let's see
in,
if this character dies from a heart attack too.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be pitch dark, and I mean, there's always a chance for that. This is a weird tower. So as you guys, Brian catches up to the other three. And he's just, what are you doing, Brian? You catch up to the other three as they're moving through this tunnel.
They're with Silver Tongue, right?
Silver Tongue that was laying out of the platform as you entered in.
What happened to Silver Tongue?
Holy shit, an orc!
Ah, Jesus, that guy, Brian.
No, I promise you. I'm a guy. I'm a human. But yeah, I look like an orc.
I know. I've seen you around town. I just said your name.
Thank God it's a guy.
Say holy shit, it's an orc every time I see you. That's you can stop explaining. It's just
every time you go into, I like this. Yeah. So as you guys continue on through the tunnel, inevitably you come to a door. And through the door, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to go through the door. There's no other option. There's one door. So you guys can try it, see if you can open it.
Valentine will try it.
It's locked.
Hey, guess who's
What?
I would say lockpicking is a delicate task.
I agree.
Agreed.
I think that
because I'm clumsy.
Let me get to where it is.
I mean, my roguish talents as a halfling are delicate task, climbing.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's actually true.
And finding secret things. I would say that lockpicking's a delicate. Task.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Well, it beats my axes.
Gully.
That form of lockpicking is pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Well, that also is an option.
If all else fails, he's got this dead dwarf to use as a battering ram.
Yeah, you got a dead dwarf there, and he's got a pretty decent helmet.
And they have bones made of stone.
I'd heard that.
So yeah, I guess I don't have lockpicks, but I think that's an oversight for this.
Well, I'll say, I mean,
Yeah.
you can attempt to try to jimmy the lock. This is not a commonly used entrance. Yeah, they.
Like, I feel like one of these chicken feathers might help you.
Yeah.
Oh,
The end of it, nice and pokey.
Oh.
I'll let you borrow.
damaging the famous necklace.
Let me tell you a wizard trade secret. I pull a hat pin out. There we are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. I didn't want
No.
to give up my.
So that's how it never falls off.
Of course.
That's a natural 1 on a dex check.
Yeah.
I think that's a success.
Hey.
I will say that you, as you start to pick the lock, you turn around and explain to the others what you're doing and how you're going to pick the lock, and all of a sudden the door just kind of swings open.
Yeah.
Magic.
With a flourish.
Yeah, as you do that, you on the other side of the door, there is a large room. It is well lit, and we can go to the first map.
No.
The first map.
Second, let me see
I
if
need to
I've got.
toggle in?
I gotta move it to there. I think. Gotta move it to here. And what did that do? Oh, I have to move myself to there too.
Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go.
Oh, I forgot that was a bigger door. That's all right. Probably be a little door.
I mean, a 10-foot wide door is actually a pretty wide door.
It's a big door. It's supposed to be like a big double door coming in, but that's okay.
Double door.
A little
Oh my
oversight on
God,
my
it's-
part.
There's
Um,
orb ghosts.
It's a big orb. Can
Are
y'all
those
move your
chairs?
characters? Can you move your characters that are there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I did that right. All right, good.
Are those chairs
Okay.
around the orb?
That's what I
So,
thought.
what you are
I-
seeing is there's a big giant orb that seems to be hovering, kind of sort of in the center of the room. There are 7 additional orbs that are kind of oddly shaped, almost like a bean. They're kind of like a bean shape, but they seem to be of a similar substance as that. But there is light that's passing from the center orb to the beans, kind of refracting off and then going back into the orb. It's not apparent whether the light is originating in the beans or the orb, but that's kind of what's happening, and that seems to be what's illuminating a large portion of the room. I wish there was a way, and maybe I just don't know how to do it, to make this kind of a circular illumination, but there it is.
I don't know. I can't. It's not different for me.
That's all we see in there.
So that's what you see. Yeah, I tell you, unless y'all want to go a little closer.
I'll move a little closer.
But there, I've moved
That's
a little
good.
closer.
Move a little closer.
Bit closer.
Everything seems cool.
Seems normal.
I mean,
Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with or all the, nothing there. Brian, you do see. Brian, you are. Even though normally you can see far away in the darkness, the edges of the room, or where you suspect the edges are, or where the walls might be, or possibly not, you see that it's obscured. So you can see through it a little bit. It's dim, but you can't see through to the walls. There is something in darkness there at the edge of the room.
I let the group know. Can't quite see is in this darkness for some reason, but there's something over in that corner.
Which corner?
Point it out.
Okay, that corner.
This corner?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right.
Like I'm pinging a corner?
Is it a close
guys
corner
don't see
or a far corner?
Matt, could you answer the question for Kevin?
I don't know where he's looking.
Do y'all not
Is it-
see the pinging that I'm doing on the map?
Just tell him you told him he saw something. Tell him where he saw it.
Oh no, I'm saying he can't see. The thing is that normally because he can see far away with dark this dark side, you're not able to see as far as you can. You're not seeing anything in the darkness. Just empty room outside of this orb and these 7 smaller orbs in the center of the room, but you can't see walls. What I'm saying, there's
anywhere.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
nowhere around the entire room. You feel like you're inside the tower. Obviously, you guys came through a long tunnel to get to here. But there's, doesn't appear to be any threats, no monsters. You don't hear any sounds from outside. It's completely quiet. And all you see is these 7 smaller orbs and the big giant orb that all seem to be hovering there at the center of the room.
Hello, hello?
Hello?
Is anybody home?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing.
Disturbed? Ooh wah! Ooh wah!
So, really at this point, I mean, you should probably get closer and investigate what you can see in the room, because these are obviously very large objects that are hovering by some means in the center of the room.
All right, I go look at the
Closer.
beans.
Look at a bean.
Okay.
Lick it.
So as you get close to them, I mean, they're pretty large. They're probably about 4 foot, 3 to 4 feet in length, and 2 or 3 feet wide. And they are a bean shaped. It's like they have like a kind of a rounded base, and then it's like a little concave on the top of each one of them. They're all identical.
Solid.
They look very solid. Very, you can almost see through them, the light, but there's light within them. Seems to be refracting onto the big thing. One thing you do notice is underneath the giant orb, the big one in the center, there is light coming up through the floor. It's not, it doesn't appear to be the source of the light that's moving between the objects. It's more like if you had a light on in a room and you cracked the door and the ambient light would kind of flood into like a hallway or something. It seems like there's ambient light coming up from the hole underneath the orb.
When I go over to
You also note that the orb is about 10 to 12 inches off the floor, so just enough room for someone to stick their head under there and look if you wanted to.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
You're
not
not
gonna put
supposed
my
to
head
have
under
that
there.
reaction, Matt, when they say that.
I'm not gonna put my head under there, but I'm gonna get close enough so that I can look and see, like, is there like a trap door, like, something in the floor?
So the hole's about 12 inches, about the size of a human head. It's about 12 inches around.
There's a human head-sized hole in the floor.
About the size of your head. Oh, nice head.
Let's see if she'll fall for the trap.
No, I'm not putting my head inside of a hole. I'm just trying to.
You have to go in there.
No.
I knock on one of the beans with my staff. Dung, dung, dung.
It doesn't move. It will not move. It's.
Oh, yeah, but what's it-
you hit it. It's very solid. It won't move. It seems to be a very hard, made of something very hard.
So not
What does
edible.
it sound like it's made of? Wood? Stone?
Glass or some type of crystal or something.
That's better.
The center orb is very much the same, and there's a, as you're close to it now, you can see there's a light in the center of that orb.
And these are just
How
floating.
close? What's that?
These are just floating there too?
The orb?
No, the beans.
Yep, they're floating of the same thing, about 10 to 12 inches off the floor.
Okay, so they're
and then
hard. But can they be moved?
I mean, you can hit them.
I'm
Try to hit them or
I was
something.
I was gonna push.
You could push anything like that, but they feel like there's no, they're like a fixed. They're fixed in reality.
All right.
So
Yeah. So anybody
you can get close. You want to get close and just kind of look at the hole. Look at the.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm
Okay.
looking at the hole.
You can
I'm not gonna
look,
put my
and you
head
definitely
inside
see
of
there's
it.
light coming up from underneath there, and there's definitely you can almost just like a sliver. You can see where like the floor opens up where that hole is. So if you're nervous about it, you could always
I stick my
poke something
sword in
underneath there. Check for wires. Do the wizard the magician trick thing to make sure there's no wires or anything.
Yeah, like stick my sword down there. What's going on? Poke, poke, poke.
No problem.
Hello? It's not big enough for me.
Mm-mm. No, it's just big enough to for light to come through and for somebody to look through.
Or you could shove a halfling down it.
Yeah, I mean, you described it as the size of a human head. So none of us want to put our human heads under there to look.
No.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a giant cylinder orb over the top.
That's too heavy to even budge. No.
So I would say this: there's no trap here. I'll just tell you that because I shouldn't have described it that way.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look through the hole.
I'm learning here.
Give me a dexterity save.
Yeah. And that's right, because I can lie, right? Because I'm the DM now. So. All right, so a dex check.
I have a hard time getting repeat business if you just straight up lie to people.
Okay, so you look down through the hole, right? Okay, you see it's not only a similar room, you see it's like you're looking down from very high up into the same room that you're in.
Like I see us also?
You see you looking through the hole.
Whoa. That's freaky.
Huh? How do you do?
I'm
Okay.
dizzy.
Yeah, it's very vertigo and inspiring or inciting.
Yeah.
And then let me get a wisdom check.
Oh, this is one of the ones that I'm bad at. What is that? That is 11 over 8.
Sad. That's bad. That's not good. Okay, so you see the room, and then maybe you want to tell somebody else about it that has better eyes. I don't know. I don't want to hang up on checks.
I'm gonna get up and be like, "Yo, that was crazy."
I'll go investigate. I'm always in the mood to see something crazy.
You stick your head in there the same way, and you see the same thing. It's like it's almost like you're looking at yourself and what you are. I mean, you're looking at yourself from very high altitude.
Wait, am I looking at my feet sticking out from underneath this orb? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can see the orb, you can see your feet, and you can see everybody moving around, and it's not like it's like an image. It's not like an image. It's you're looking at what's happening in the room. So give me a wisdom check.
I got an 8. Over 8. I don't know. Is that a fail or is that a miss?
Yeah, if you meet or beat, that's a fail.
Okay, so yeah, I'm doing the same fucking thing again. I'm gonna give you that on the 8 because so one thing you notice is that you can in this other room you can see the walls. You see a couple of things. You see a door to the north, and you see a staircase leading up in the west, in kind of the northwest corner. Okay.
All right, I describe these things to everyone as I'm looking.
Okay. Otherwise, this is what you see.
Ooh, lead me to the door to the north.
I point.
Like,
You're
is it
gonna
in
go
the
up there,
in the middle
take
of
some
the-
light.
There, I have a torch.
Okay, let me see how I do this. I think this works.
The door
Oh, that's
to
not
the
right.
north.
Okay, so if I do, so I'll go to the north. So it goes to there.
No.
Oh, forgot. Hold on a second. I
Oh,
don't get
no.
rid of those guys. They're not supposed to be there.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Don't vanish.
These are great though. I mean, these are These are really cool monsters. Like, grr. I forgot I've had those there. That's all right. So you see a staircase. A staircase over there, almost like Erasmus described.
The door to the north was a staircase?
Oh, I thought you went to the north corner. I'm sorry. That's my
Well,
bad.
I went over to the north corner, and he went.
All right, so here, let me do this. Because this is fine too. Get this right. I really wish this had like a little. What the hell does this thing? The stupid polygon thing is weird. Okay, so there's no door to the north.
Yeah.
The way Erasmus described in this room. And the staircase in the northwest leads down. It's a spiral staircase leading down. But the one Erasmus described to you that he saw through the picture was a staircase going up.
Oh, so I'll go to the door to the south, or we can just go to the staircases that's uncovered and save Matt the trouble of trying to use the defog mechanic on Roll20.
Yeah, if we check the south, will the door be there?
You check what out?
The south.
The other side of the room. Okay, we're just making sure it doesn't
Mm-mm.
flip flop.
No,
Oh, so
I mean,
there's not a door. There's not a door to the south then. Can I search to see if it's just hidden to me still? Like, can I do like a?
Mhm.
No, that's a good idea.
Um,
y'all can go down there
I
and
would
look.
say that would be finding secret things.
Ooh.
Yeah, a secret door would be a secret thing.
Am I rolling? Wisdom.
You want to
then?
roll? Yeah, I guess roll under whatever that skill is for secret things.
Yeah. A 13 under 14.
Oh, well, you know unequivocally that there's no door here. You check the stone. You like look for secret locks. You brought a thrush. It knocked twice. There's no door.
I'll do the same thing to the south, thinking that it's like a mirrored universe kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no door there either.
Okay.
There appears to be only that staircase. You can either go back into the tunnel or there's a staircase leading down.
Staircase it is.
Will you tell us after this adventure's done if there was a door somewhere in here? Or that's going to bug me forever.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay. You tell us now. I promise not to change what my character would normally do.
Yeah, you're going down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no door. This is the only way to go.
Okay.
So
If you had said there was a door, I'd be like, "Oh, I forgot my pork belly on the
just to
floor
set
above. I'm going back to get that.
just to reduce your anxiety and set your mind at ease. I'll tell you that door will come into play later. The door that Erasmus
Oh,
saw.
then you should have told us anything. You should have told me to shut
Why?
my gob and move on with the story.
I
Oh,
feel like
well,
the door's
I
gonna
didn't-
be open. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
go.
I didn't want you to be worried.
Oh, you want
Let's
us to be
go
worried?
downstairs.
Not yet.
Yeah. Man.
So you start going down the stairs and you go down for a while until you come to another door. This is a smaller door. This is the one I got mixed up with the one earlier. It's a smaller door. It doesn't have a lock. It has like the little iron ring on it.
Hmm.
There's no keyhole or anything like that.
A
It's kind
knocker?
of like a knocker.
Okay.
Knock. I use it.
As you knock, it kind of goes in a little bit. Like you could just push it open.
Okay. Push it
You know,
open.
for all that soldiers they have outside, they've got pretty poor security on the interior.
Again, you guys are y'all went down below the bridge into the tower, and now y'all have gone down probably 4 or 5 stories down this spiral staircase into this door. And the door, it's hard to tell because it's dim light. For a lot of you, it's dark, and you have torches and things, but there's not a lot to see in this stairwell. It's very it's hard for you to tell whether the door you're getting ready to walk through takes you back out of the tower or back into the tower.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we could just check.
Yeah.
Open the door. Yep.
Open it.
So when you open the door, on the other side of it, there's like a 10 by 10 kind of a stone platform. And then it appears to drop off into nothing. You can see for probably 20 or 30 feet out. Brian can see a little further than that, but at some point it just becomes darkness. So it's very just, you're not sure where you are. To the left of where you come out of the door, there's a staircase that seems to be spiraling around the outside of the tower, going down.
Down?
Further down.
Keep going down.
Well, I mean, if it's the only route we have.
As you start going down, you hear screeches kind of in the darkness. You hear cries of some type of creatures. I don't know if y'all have any knowledge of creature cries. Anybody have like specialties in creature cries?
I would say figuring out creature cries would be a delicate task.
I feel like
I'm a learned type. Can I try my intelligence?
yeah, you can tell your intelligence.
All right. Let's see. I got a 13 under 15. There you go. All right, success.
All right, you recognize these as the cry of a dire bat or a giant bat,
Giant bats. Good lord.
but you would
Give me my hat
Yeah.
pin back.
get your hat pin. It's a little bent, from the door, but
I rolled an
Get your
actual
hat
one
pin
on that. That pen is perfect.
no, that's true. It's pristine, still sharp. So what do you guys do? You can go back up the stairs. You can go back down the stairs. You can ask Brian if he sees anything.
Brian, you see that? You see the giant bats?
Are you looking,
Kevin
Brian?
forgot his character's name.
Yeah, that's you. You don't see anything yet, but you're wary.
Kevin, are you dipping? Oh.
No. Sunflower seeds.
Hey,
Just a step
Pickle.
below.
pickle sunflower.
Equally gross, but okay.
Pickled sunflower seeds.
Ooh,
You
shells
really
over
are
here.
A child in an orc's body.
Tell me when they
Sunflower
have
seeds.
ranch sunflower seeds.
They do.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was the first flavor they made.
Dill pickle. I don't know if I just a lot. I don't know. I like a dill pickle, but I don't know about pouring seeds into my mouth that are dill pickle flavor. I've never had those though. But the
Like,
dill
I'm not a
pickle
big
peanuts
fan
are pretty good.
Like vinegar and salt chips, but I love voodoo chips, which are just vinegar and salt chips with Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, but with voodoo, just chicken foots. Okay, so y'all continue on down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
but wary of bats. Wait.
Area of bats. Go down a
Don't
couple
stop
more
here.
flights, and
Bad country.
at this point, you hear the screeches again, a little bit closer. And Brian, I'll let you alert them to the fact that you see one kind of swooping very close to them.
Well, there.
Okay, so anybody that had, they're kind of, you see two of these dire bats in dim light. As he points them out, so if anybody has anything ranged they can do, you can go ahead and take a shot at them before they get close. Dire bats do not have ranged attacks.
I'm not blowing my spells on a bat.
Yeah, I will.
You have spells?
No, yeah, I can spell the word rock, which I will be flinging from my sling at these bats.
I have a very long stick, which I'll be swinging if it gets
Oh
close. to
yeah.
me.
Can I just search around for a rock and throw it at it?
Sure. I don't know. Is that how does that work? Is that like an improvised?
Be up to you for she'll have to find a rock and then throw it. Maybe a wisdom tied to a dex.
Yeah, wisdom, and then
Mm,
yeah, I like that. Where's my bats?
probably not
Hold on a
gonna
second. Where's my bats?
happen.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, all I
Okay.
have is this bag of harvested dwarf organs.
I'd sling it at him.
Well,
So,
he did have
what-
gallstones, so
Oh,
Oh God, Valentine, did you? You said you didn't find a rock.
Nah.
Shit, well, I mean, it's a pretty clean staircase, so.
Yeah.
Except for all the guano.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happens. I started to look and I felt the first slickening of guano. and I was
That's
like,
not a rock.
no.
Oh God.
Take
Pasture
yours.
biscuits. That's what we used to call them. I grew up out on the farm, so we go out. Sometimes we have fights with like dried manure, and
How big are those bats at your farm?
these are like no from like horses and cows and shit. So it would be like a.
And you might not know this
con-
about bats, but when they poop, it's their entire body length. It is
Oof.
It's
as
a
big as a
lot.
bat is. That's how big its guano is.
I know most people see their wings and maybe their teeth or something like that, but they're 90% intestine, so it's like all poop.
Just miles and miles of bed.
Did you hit them,
Miles
Tucker?
of poop. I did 13 out of 14.
All right,
And
roll some.
that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I
Is
do
it good?
2d6
Really?
plus 2 when I fling a rock at somebody with my.
That's his secret
Heck
talent.
yeah.
That's his secret talent.
Get
See,
it.
that's kind of middling damage for me. That's
Chucking
very
apples.
average.
What I don't understand. I'm still trying to work out this whole
Because as a
HP
warrior, I only
thing
do
for
2d6.
them. So that bat is yeah, it's definitely off its wings a little bit, kilters a little bit, drops about 20 feet in the air, but then kind of regains its mobility, but it's hurting.
Mhm.
And anybody else?
I'm waiting till it gets within axe swinging range.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you save an action on surprise round, but you can roll initiative.
Is it initiative time?
It is.
Yeah,
I go
Hey.
after.
Before.
Before.
After.
Okay. So if you went before, you can wait until they get closer where you can do something, or you can look for another rock if you want to.
It's gross out there.
Just wait. Just wait for him. Okay.
Oh, fling a rock at
Gully.
the same one.
Sling another one at the same one.
Yeah. Natural
He's-
2.
Hmm.
A natural 1 and a natural 2 on D6s for a total of 3, 4, 5 damage.
So that one, like, it hits him right in the eye. You get that bat right in the eyes. It's just starting to get mad. It's just starting to get mad at you in particular.
Yeah.
When you hit it, and it kind of does a little death spiral into the abyss
I
below.
feel like as a halfling that I'm not slinging rocks. I'm flinging. There's biscuit crumbs in my pocket that have been there so long they've gotten hard. There's like old meat that's gotten. It's just I'm throwing preserved food at these things. It's just too tough for me to eat.
Well, I'm sure whatever eats this dead bat at the bottom of this canyon will appreciate the extra
Yeah.
Half a
nibbles or
rock hard Twinkie.
niblets, something there. So, anybody
Nougat.
else going?
I don't really have any
Not
range
unless someone's close enough.
abilities. Yeah.
Okay, so the last bat will go, and as he comes out, Brian, you'll notice another bat coming in right behind it that was kind of further back in the darkness. And so two of them come into range, but they're not quite.
Okay.
As they get into range with you, that's kind of their turn. So those that have not gone yet, that would be anyone, all three of y'all except for Gully.
They are at nearby now.
Yeah, they get ready to bite your ass.
All right.
I'll
Well,
take a swing too.
go ahead, Terrence.
I'll take a swing of my my staff. I will hit. Well, 1 damage.
Okay, 1 damage.
I will
All right,
swing and
well-
a miss.
I rolled a 4 under my strength of 14, and using Skull Smasher on one of the bats, I do 11 points of damage.
Okay, and is that do you hit the same one that Erasmus hit?
Yes.
All right. And you, Terrence, you said you did 2 damage?
No, I said I did one
One.
damage.
That's fine. That's enough.
That is 25% of my damage dealing capacity with a staff.
That's pretty amazing. So with that 1 damage, Brian brings down his axe on the bat, the same bat, and it plummets to the depths. Valentine, you got a bat right there in range, getting ready to chomp on your people.
Swing and a miss.
Okay, the bats get a chance then. The 1 bat that's left, I've already taken 2 of them out. It's pretty impressive.
Chompa, chompa, chompa.
They are close, so they get a.
Is this the next round or?
No. This is their turn.
Well,
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
My bad.
Wait.
I
Yeah,
So,
they,
No, they already went. They moved.
because I went before them, then the bats went, and then then the rest of the party went.
Oh, that's right. So we got to roll initiative again, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so roll initiative again.
Ooh,
Before.
I go before.
Also before.
Exact opposite. I go after, and I got to roll 2 20s and had to beat a 14. I rolled 2 15s. So,
And I swing and I hit. This
I swing and I
time.
miss.
Okay, Valentine, what'd you do?
Where's another one? 10 damage.
Oh, this thing's hurting. It's one of its wings is kind of sitting at an odd angle, and it's actually kind of perched on the side of the steps now, but it's still alive and is not happy with you. Brian.
All right. I'll go, and I go running up to the bat while it's flopping around a little bit, and I swing and miss. Big whip.
Oh.
Oh, give me a dex save.
Uh-oh.
8 under 11.
Okay, so you almost fall off the side of the stairs, but you're able to kind of catch yourself and do one of these little balancing things at the end as you kind of swing and overcorrect yourself with the weapon.
So I got to do
So,
that too. I missed as well.
Well, you didn't say you went running and swinging.
No. Basically, laying against the wall.
Right, yeah. I think you're okay. Brian went and missed. So that's why I did that. It's all right. You're good. Everybody's good. Except for that bat's going to take a bite at Valentine because
Come at me, bruh.
obviously that's when it hurt. Hurt it.
Let me see. Rolling.
And they're HD2, so you don't have to. It's just straight up.
And that is they get me because 15 and 15.
Cool. And then, so I need to.
She done got bit.
Day versus rabies.
You rolled it.
No, I'm just trying to look and see what. Think did I just do? Yeah, it's 1d6. I rolled 3, so it does 3 damage to you.
Nah, it doesn't. I'm using a die.
Use one of your armor die.
Side. Yep.
Okay.
Do you have to roll the
deal.
armor die, or does it just ignore the hit?
You ignore the damage, but
Then you have
at
to roll
the
your
end,
usage, right?
You have to roll to see if it's broken or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All
And
right.
if
So
it's
that's its
broken,
go.
you have to
And
repair it.
Gully,
It's just the 1 bat left in.
just one bat. It's actually on the ground, perched, not too far from you. It's near to you.
I move delicately away from it and then sling a hard biscuit tack at its face.
Like you're stretching the shit out of that delicate ability.
No. I did have.
Hardtack. Oh, no.
No, it's a great adjective.
No,
it.
I
It's
said
great.
delicate because Kevin said running and he almost fell off the thing. So I delicately
yeah.
moved away
Oh,
from.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like everything this
I
fucking guy does is
gently
delicate.
read the monster.
I delicately
Well, the sling wasn't delicate. He revs it up, and when he lets go, you know when you crack a wet towel at somebody and you make it snap?
Oh yeah.
It does this, but the hard biscuit goes flying and it hits the thing straight in the mouth because I rolled a natural 1 to hit it.
Ooh, you hit it in the mouth. It like goes into its mouth and like explodes its cheek. Like its whole cheek just kind of blows out the other side. It falls backwards. It's already got a broken wing, and you hear its cries that are kind of distorted because part of it's coming through its just destroyed mouth. You don't hear a thud though. You just hear the cries kind of
Paper off after
away.
a while.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And it's
that's
utterly quiet.
where did you get hardtack that dangerous?
I eat, but then I want to save it for later. You ever go to a buffet and then just fill your pockets with food? I'm never going to finish
No.
all that
There's
food.
hardtack.
No. That's a 6-month-old biscuit right there. If y'all are wondering, that's the hardness.
Yeah.
That's a 6-month hardness on that biscuit. So
I used to go to the church with a lady that would go to buffets after church and like fill her purse with fried chicken and shit.
Oh yeah, aluminum.
Are you
foil at
serious?
first.
I thought that was only in cartoons.
No, that's a real thing.
Art imitates life, my friend.
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody, yeah, okay.
I mean, like,
So it's utterly,
so
it's
meandering on
quiet.
down, eh?
It's
for a
spookily
certain demographic,
quiet.
it's always the 1930s.
Yeah.
Or the 1990s, late 80s. I told you all about the chicken gizzards in my pants, right?
Mhm.
What?
No,
Tell me again. I was probably drunk when you told me the first time.
So I used to work. I was a child laborer when I was like 8, 9 years old. It was packing peaches in the summer, and they would give
Yeah, I
us
know
a
the-
break in the middle of the day. And sometimes we'd go to Sheely's Barbecue, which is still phenomenal. It's not as good as I quite remember it last time I took Mahogany there, but it's really close. But it's like it's a big buffet. You pay your way in, you eat your way out. You have to wash your hands first. There's all this stuff. But I used to. This one time. I filled my plate up too much and I didn't want to throw all those chicken gizzards away. So I wrapped them in a paper towel and put it in my pocket when nobody was looking. And the thing about chicken gizzards is they're very greasy. And the thing about me, even at 9, is I was kind of a chunky child. So when I sat in the back seat to head back to work, I squished those between my thigh and my pocket, got real tight. And basically it squished all the grease out of those chicken gizzards. So when I got out of the truck, I just had this big dripping gizzard stain on the front of my pants.
Oh, that happened to me just last week. I didn't want to throw them away.
Yeah, gizzards are delicious.
Oh my
Those
god!
Pack-a-Sack, they do good gizzards sometimes.
Mhm.
They've been hit and miss lately.
Oh, that's a shame.
You got to get them when they're fresh.
I have a Pack-a-Sack story too, but we'll continue on.
Save that one. We'll need it in a minute. So
keep on marching down.
it's completely eerily quiet now after all the screeching and the bats and the battle cries and everything. There's still only 2 ways to go: back up or continue down.
Down.
Well, I mean, up, we didn't really see any other alternatives, did we? Like any other alternate routes, did we?
Mm-mm.
No.
I mean,
down
as far as you know, up and back through that room, back to the door, back to the tunnel, back to the bridge where the battle is ensuing out there.
Well, I mean, it's getting more dangerous, so chances are we might be heading in the right direction. We'll go down.
Possibly. So you head down?
Yeah.
You know, a ways further, it's very uneventful, very quiet, almost spookily. So it's very dark where you are. Brian, you realize that you're able to see less and less far into the darkness. There's something obscuring your vision. It could be just the dark stone wall of a chasm or something. You're not sure, but you can't quite tell. Something's blocking it. So eventually, after about, I mean, what y'all think is maybe 5 more stories or so?
We're like
Another
15
50.
stories down at this point, huh?
Yeah, it's deep. You come
I'm
to
gonna
another door that
I'm gonna take a moment to cast shield on myself. I cast shield. I do it successfully.
okay. How does that last?
It doesn't give me an end time. I guess till it's discharged. Basically, it gives me armor 2, but there's no
Okay.
chance. There's no chance that it will if I use an armor die, it's just gone. I can't roll for usage.
We'll
It's just-
repair it later.
yeah. I can't-
Okay. You just have those to use, but that's good. Yeah, that's kind of a I like that. And then you remember I gave you that other kind of spell boon too, so hopefully that'll come in handy. But eventually you guys come to another door. And outside the door, there's a skeleton with its hand on the doorknob.
There's a skeleton laying
It's
by
laying
the door.
down. It's kind of slumped down beside the door, and it's got his hand kind of up, outreached with it on the handle of the door, like hanging onto it.
I high five the
Okay.
skeleton.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knock the skeleton off out of the way.
But you knock it off, it kind of slumps over the side of the little platform there, and you don't hear it hit anything. It just goes away. But there's the door.
You don't want to jump on opening the door. You're fine with knocking the skeleton off, but when it comes to the actual act of opening the door,
Like crickets,
Yeah,
it's
keep
completely
quiet,
silent in
huh?
here. Nobody.
Oh, fine. I'll open the door.
no, I'll search the door for traps because there was a dead skeleton attached to it.
Oh, good. Yes, that really justifies my 8 wisdom. Good job.
Hey, yeah, yeah, it's totally not trapped.
Not trapped.
Not trapped at all. After you.
Okay.
All right. I will
Okay.
have to open the door.
Let me describe the door a little bit. So there is a key. There is a keyhole, and there is a. It's not like a traditional doorknob. It's like an inset. Like there's a handle that's inset where you would kind of like reach your hand. It's not very far. It's right there, but you'd reach it in. It looks like it turns. It's round. Does that make sense? It's a keyhole underneath. It looks like you reach in and you have to turn it. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Not trapped, not at all. I am 100% positive my dice roll showed me that there's no trap on this door. He said sarcastically.
I'll test the lock. Is it locked?
How do you test the lock? What do you do?
I will take the end of my staff and attempt to push the latch upward or downward, whichever way it goes.
Well, it looks like it turns. It's kind of round. So
Oh, right. You said latch, like a latch.
yeah, it's like a latch, but it's I'm describing it wrong. It's like there's a
knob
handle.
you're describing.
Well, no, it's
There's
like
a-
inset inside the door, so you have to stick your
There's like
hand
a
inside
round
the
part. You have
door.
to stick your hand into there, there's like a latch there, a handle, and then you have to turn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I'm using the wrong vocabulary. Sorry, but that's what
No.
it is.
Will your
You can put your staff in there and try to
hook?
like.
hook around the thing and then you can turn it?
No,
All right, y'all are a bunch of cowards. Here's how you do it. Look, you grab it, you twist it, you push. Is it locked?
You should have said that when you
So-
took the skeleton off the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, give me a. Is it a Constitution test? Yeah, Constitution test there, Kevin. As
Okay.
like you feel like a little pinprick.
16. And I roll a 13.
Okay, nothing happened.
Under.
You feel like like when you grab the handle, something punctures your finger. You put back on it. You feel kind of maybe a hotness or something coming through your hands, but otherwise it dissipates very quickly as your body's able to fight off whatever it was.
Fire ant bite.
I thought you said this thing wasn't trapped.
Well, I assume we were all playing with normal characters and you didn't have a 16 constitution.
My one good stat, and I rolled it for charisma. Luckily, you're allowed to switch 2 scores.
Which one got your 7?
Thank you. 5 No, it was. I rolled a
Oh, 'cause it's the
16
last one.
on the last one, and then I switched it with my Constitution, which I rolled 5.
Ugh.
Hmm.
You got a 5 charisma.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna throw this character away. It's trash. And then I rolled 16.
It's an interesting backstory too.
I mean, most children have a 5 charisma if you really sit and talk with them. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, it depends on
Teenagers, forget it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
depends on how old they are and if you're related to them. Like, Charity's baby, a lot of charisma, but that's just liking your niece's baby.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
with
that's because
babies
you
to do
spend
with.
5 minutes with it and not live with them. That's
Right.
I love my
That's
kids.
bad.
I just want to say that for the record.
But you throw them down.
Well,
a
that's
well
because you don't.
All right, so the door is locked. Like you don't budge the little thing kind of goes. It doesn't move all the way.
Fine. Here's the hat pin back. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. 9 under 14.
There you go. All right, it's a little more difficult than the last one, but eventually you hear a click. Are you brave enough to turn the handle yourself, or you want Brian to handle this
Go
one?
ahead, Brian. You're so good at this.
So you grab
Well,
the
no,
spot
this
where there's
time-
not the pin's still sticking out there. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
No, can I just bash
grip
it
it a
back?
safe way.
all
It's a
right,
needle.
so
Bend it with my staff before he does that.
you could do that. I mean, you could honestly kind of hook your staff in there and kind of, jimmy the door open. So either way, it clicks open.
Who is Jimmy
and-
and why is he so good at opening doors?
He's damn good at it. Have you never met him? Oh my
Legendary
God.
figure.
You've never really been locked out of anything, then, if you haven't had Jimmy come open it up for you.
Oh,
'Cause
I
he's
have.
the best. The best.
No, Jake is the best. Everything's Jake.
What?
Never mind.
Is that Adventure Time reference?
No, it's like if we're using old 1940s lingo like jimmying a lock or whenever something's good, it's Jake. Everything's Jake.
Oh.
I
I
read
don't
a
like
lot
that
of
one.
Pulp Fiction.
No. I don't think I do that either. Okay, so the door swings. You're able to open the door swings out to you. And again, there's kind of it's not bright, but there's now light, an ambience of light that's kind of pouring out of the interior room.
There you see a kindly grandma wearing a giant bat for a hat. Oh God!
I'll go through.
See a bunch of beans in a circle again, do we?
It better be a pot of beans. I'm hungry.
Y'all go in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in the door. There's kind of a short hallway, maybe 20, 30 feet or so. That's dark, but the light from the other side of the room, there's no door or anything. It's kind of pouring in. And you step out into a room similar to where you were before. There's a giant orb in the middle of the room, 7 pods around it. But that's not all. And I think we should probably pick this up next time.
Okay.
Oh, you're not going to tell us what else is in there?
Mm-mm.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Beans.
Da, da, da.
That's it. Have to find out later.
Well, fudge.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Daria? What?
Well,
No, I
end
said
it.
hurry up next time.
Oh,
End it. End it, Matt. Take control and end this show. Do it. Make it stop.
make it sizzle.
That did it.
Say the thing.
Say the things, Matt. Make the
Yeah,
show
no, that
end.
was fun. I felt like that went a little bit smoother. I try not to kind of bog it down too much. And I thought, I don't know. What did y'all think about it?
I like it better when Kevin does.
Well, I gave him a chance to, because if he had bombed that dex check,
He didn't have the
he would have went.
highest
Woo!
constitution ever.
It would. I
I
can't
guess
believe
you
you got
could roll
that's
a natural
16
20.
Constitution is pretty high, but I mean it's
Yeah.
possible. Definitely
It
a
is.
possibility. Do you get
Yeah, I
bonus to
found out yesterday
Constitution?
that you can roll a 3,
No.
Yes, you can.
which is horrible.
A 3 could be one of your stats.
Yes,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just roll
3d6,
3d6.
we
You
played.
I got
roll
a
3d6.
We played with
If
some buddies yesterday, and Mahogany and Max, or one of our patrons, and a buddy of mine, both rolled terribly, like real
Yeah.
bad, like barely anything above a 10, and some in the like 3s and 4s.
It
But I
was-
discovered, and I didn't say this yesterday because I was rolling a character with them just for shits and gigs, and what happened with Kevin is I got a 16 in charisma, and I was like, that's awesome because if you roll over, if you roll over 14, your next stat has to be 7.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
get the really high number in
at the
charisma,
end.
you don't have to take a 7. Granted, I already had one, but I don't have to get another one. And then you can move that charisma to any stat you want, depending on what character you want to play. So that's that sweet spot. You want to lie like Kevin did on that charisma.
That's kind of what happened to
Well,
me. I got like generally good stats, so I have 2 7s. Thankfully, my charisma was like a fairly high roll.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
have a 8 wisdom, a 5 intelligence, and a 7 charisma, and that's only because when I leveled up, my charisma went up from a 6 to a 7.
Yeah.
So you're dumb and not fun to be around.
But I'm
Art
decently
imitates life.
strong and very hardy.
Very hard.
Okay, bye. We'll see you
Bye.
next time.
See y'all next week.
www.w.com